Guys, welcome to Black Scout Survival Late Night Live. Let me introduce you to Solomon Galligan, registered sex offender. He tried to snatch an 11-year-old boy right off the school playground. Trans sex offender. Escapes prosecution after trying to kidnap a child during elementary school. Not even kidding. But the Colorado's DA dropped all charges. Why? Because apparently Solomon likes music, cookies, burritos, and animals. And you think I'm joking. I'm not. That was his defensive statement. Okay. This is the footage from the playground here where Solomon tried to abduct this young child. But now Solomon is being treated in a mental health hospital and will likely be released. Translation, your kid's safety now depends on a guy who's already proven he can't control himself. Here's a picture from Solomon's social media wearing a wig. Yeah, it looks totally normal to me. But this is what we have, right? Now, I'm going to play a clip that's been resurfacing. It's a few years old. It's from a convicted predator, Jack Reynolds. And it's been making its way on Instagram and TikTok. People are using the voiceover to overlay over their graphics and things. But listen to what he has to say here.
Yes, but more, I also looked at their families. If I thought the father was a threat, I would not approach the child.
Hear what he said.
Children, yes, but more, I also looked at their families. If I thought the father was a threat, I would not approach the child.
You remember that clip? The predator straight up said that if dad looks like a threat, he walks away. The predator passes on the kid. That is called deterrence. And guess what's extinct in America? Strong men who deter evil. Daniel Penny, Kyle Rittenhouse, man, they got put through the court system, and it's made a lot of people scared to take any kind of action. But we can't allow that to happen. When good men do nothing, evil prevails. I saw a clip yesterday, my buddy posted up, and this dude had like stripped down naked in a train, and dudes went to town on him. But I've seen more videos of people allowing hooligans to just have their way with the public, stealing, hitting women, men hitting women, you name it. So it's an epidemic. Okay. Back in the 80s and 90s, man, deterrence was baked into the culture. Dads were expected to be dangerous in defense of their family. Now, if you seem dangerous, oh shit, man, he's a threat to the children. Being dangerous doesn't mean you're dangerous to your family. It's being dangerous in the sense I will do anything to protect my family or even strangers when evil shows its ugly head. But society has painted that as, oh, you're a bad guy. You're a bad guy. Oh, you look intimidating. Oh no, you know. We in the 80s, man, we had TV shows, movies, right? And even schools reinforce the idea of protecting your own. Now, the media paints masculinity as toxic. Schools punish boys for being assertive. And cultures tell men to outsource their protection to the same system that just freed Solomon Galligan. I also see that every TV show, and I thought about doing a deep dive on this, but if you look at every TV show, they paint the dad as some bumbling idiot, usually overweight, right? He's walking around a big beer belly, sitting on the couch, and he's just the fool of the family. That's what they're painting men out to be, fathers out to be. Or hell, even the father gets evicted from the house. He gets voted off the island, right? The other thing is you have this feminist movement that has pushed a power struggle between man and woman. You see the man having to ask, you know, in the TV shows and so on. And look, ladies, I'm not saying that every man is great. There's a lot of pricks out there, a lot of horrible men. I'm not saying that. I'm talking about the good men. I've seen so many good men voted off the island, okay? It's happening. And getting painted as some bad man because he's a dangerous man. Dangerous is not a bad thing. Because if we had more dangerous men, we wouldn't have people like Solomon Galligan thinking they can go to a playground and take kids, right? Hell, I had a friend post something up the other day about, it was some kind of situation that, and I'm trying to remember the facts correctly, but it was basically this case where a repairman for some company came into the home. The father's there with the kid. The repairman does something to the child, right? In that Epstein arena. Dad allows the repairman to finish the work. Didn't beat him up. Didn't hold him until police came, or worse. Just let him leave. Let him finish the work and leave. That's where we were. And then that dad outsourced it to the police. No, son, no. That's a hard negative. Absolutely not. And that's just something that just happened. How are children supposed to be walking around feeling safe whenever they can't, their dad can't even protect them? Their dad allows this kind of stuff. It's absolutely insane to me. I don't understand. I guess I should. Because when you look at the Epstein files and what's going on with that, and just covering that up and hoax bullshit I'm hearing from the man in charge, right? We have Ghislaine Maxwell hit with this claim. We're talking, we have street level predators get sympathy and treatment. The elite ones get private jets and immunity deals. So this came out this week. Ghislaine Maxwell's ex-cellmate says Maxwell bragged she had dirt on Trump and planned to use it to get a pardon from Biden. Now, this could be a complete lie. I don't trust anything I read or hear. But I also think it's crazy whenever during the campaigning, oh yeah, the Clinton, it's not going well for Bill Clinton because he's on the list. I heard Trump say it. And then last week is hoax bullshit. I don't know. I don't understand. I thought we were wanting the Epstein list, and now they say we don't. It's a hoax. I can't keep up, man. The only thing this did, and a lot of people say, man, you turn your back on this and that. Listen, I ain't turn my back on anything, dude. What I thought this whole time is that no one's coming to save me. No man can stop the corrupt system. If anything, the system will corrupt you. I mean, look at Kash Patel today. He looks like he saw the damn Epstein list. Look at him. Or the lizard people got him. I don't know. Look at this guy. This don't even look like the man. What is this? Somebody in a mask? I mean, is this a robot, a cyborg, or something? What is this? Kash Patel was like a QAnon dude, and now he's going along. And Dan Bongino was one of the biggest truth seekers. So what I realized from this is that no one's coming to save you. What I had thought is that no one could change the system. And you better just get prepared in your own community and worry about yourself. Because even these men can't change anything. And if this didn't do it, it didn't do anything. It didn't make me turn my back on anybody. All it did was push me further right. I'm more right now than the guys who claim to be right. I'm more about making America great again than the people that say that they're here to make America great again. In my opinion, through the legislation and money that I've seen getting pushed, is to make another country great again. It ain't America. I heard that, I voted for stopping Ukraine funding, and that junk is still going on, right? But back to Maxwell. So her trying to make that deal. She was also quiet for 9 hours. I've heard today that they're talking about now Bill Clinton is their number one suspect in this stuff. So we'll see if something happens. Obama committed treason and nothing happened to him, right? A few weeks ago, other than a few memes. That was it. Everybody said, we're going to get him now. This thing takes, it's not going to happen. I've been hearing about trusted plan for, 10 years now. Nothing's really happened. But Ghislaine Maxwell is sitting in prison saying she has blackmail material on 2 presidents. And instead of being in a max security, she's now living in the Martha Stewart wing of the federal prison system. So some kind of deal had to be cut. And Maxwell allegedly named about 100 people connected Epstein to the DOJ that is sealed. That was the sealed documents that judge just said that he was going to keep sealed, right? So all that's still sealed. That's not justice. That's a protection racket, which we pretty much knew. And right in the middle of this, right smack down in the middle, Trump sends the National Guard into D.C., federalizing the D.C. police, not for border security or child trafficking rings, but to clean up the streets and fight crime in a city that actually has the historically low crime rate. Why? Because it makes for a great headline while the real predators keep getting passes. That is what I call a distraction op. Dude, I don't care how bad DC is. I could freaking care less. Go to Chicago. Go to LA. Go to any red states and fix them. That's being overran. Tier 1, if you're not part of the club, which is politicians, billionaires, and intelligence assets or connected freaks, you get lawyers, deals, and seeded files, right? That's what you, or sealed files, sorry. That's what you get, okay? Tier 2, if you're a street predator, you get, well, actually now you also get therapy and an early release. The only people who get crushed are the ones who stand up against it. That's what you're seeing. That's what we're seeing right now. Now, I always like to give some kind of teaching point. Here's what you can actually do in a world to keep the predators away from your kids, okay? Look like a problem, okay? Right? Look like you're a problem. Say, man, that guy's like, I don't know if I want to monkey around with that one. Yeah, I better go over this guy. Carry yourself like you're switched on. Predator scans for easy marks. Don't be one. Dude, I look everybody in the eye when I'm walking. I don't care if I look weird or not. They may think I'm the crazy one. When I'm walking by, I don't care how dark, how many people it is, I look every one of them in the eye. I look at their eyeballs. Most people won't. Most people look down. So you don't even see their eyes. They're looking down. Number 2, but again, look like you're a problem. Look like you'll cause some freaking chaos. Number 2 is control the environment. Control it. You know, I read in some books a long time ago, it said take up space. Like these apex predators, when they get in an environment, they take up space. So they consume the space. Like you see a lot of people, especially prey animals, they get close to structure. Like if you're fishing, people that know this, that fish, you fish around structure because the fish are usually stacked around the structure. Like if there's a submerged tree or tire or log, they're stacked around it, or rock pile. Predators, they don't do that. They're out in the open. They don't care. Okay. So control the environment. Never leave your kids unsupervised in public places. Predators rely on the gaps. Don't send the kid into the store by himself to go grab something real quick. Know who your kids are playing with. Okay. Know who their friends are, who their parents of those friends are. Train with your kids. Teach them to yell. Get your attention. Run, resist. Give them a plan. Don't rely on stranger danger speeches. Okay? Have a plan. Tell your kids, hey, if something happens, you yell my name. Or you yell this word. Maybe not your name, because dad could be, yell this word. Have them wear bright colored clothing whenever you're out so you can easily identify them. Why do you think I made the Black Scout shirts in bright red and pink for the kids? For that reason. So that way you can see that kid. I didn't make him into olive drabs and stuff like we wear. I made it in bright color so you can identify them quickly. And be physically capable. You don't need to be an MMA champion, but you need to be dangerous enough to end a threat. And your body language should also say so. You can tell a man that can hurt you. His body language will show you he can hurt you. He's probably done it before. And a lot of people, I hear comments, people say, well, man, I'm not big enough, I'm not strong enough, or I'm not this, I'm not that, I don't have time. First off, you have all the time in the world. You have all the time you can make. It's just where you're placing your priorities. And it doesn't take a lot. It's not like, dude, I don't spend all day in the gym. I don't. You gotta prioritize. I got the Hard to Kill program on the website. You can go get it. I got the Gray Man protocols. I got all those soft skills that I think are the most important. And I want you to really think about this, like what I'm about to tell you. A lion, king of the jungle. A lion isn't the biggest animal in the jungle. The elephant is. He's not the fastest. That's the cheetah. And he's not the strongest. That would be the rhino. So why is he called the king? Because of his mindset. The lion believes he's the apex predator. He owns the ground he walks on. You don't have to be the strongest man in the room. You don't have to be the smartest or the fastest. There will always be somebody better than you in some category. But mindset and the soft skills to back it up beats raw talent every time. I remember Mark and I for Centerline, we talked about this over and over again. Like, you can be the best gunfighter in the world, but knowing some tactics, finding cover quickly, right? Something to stop rounds incoming, because most people don't do that. They'll stand and just shoot. Finding cover. And then when you find that cover, when you go to take your shots, you duck behind cover. You don't pop back out at the same spot. You move to a different spot, maybe higher or lower from the side of a corner of a wall. If it's some kind of structure, or maybe on top and then to the side next. These sort of things, just stupid things like that, will save the day. Just knowing the soft skills. That's why I put so much emphasis on these soft skills. I talk about that way more than anything. That's why I make these protocols, because the soft skills will save you. Right? Look, I sell gear, dude. I sell it. I love it. I love gear. I'm a gear junkie. I mean, look, you can look around, dude. I got gear for days. I got all the cool stuff. But gear won't save you without mindset to use it, right? In my channel, in my company, even though I sell gear, this is a mindset channel. This is a mindset company. The gear is just stuff that aids the mindset, but it is not what I'm pushing. I'm pushing a mindset, right? Soft skills win. And that lion mindset is exactly what predators fear most. Okay? This isn't about one DA in Colorado. This is about every country where your kids have a playground, right? Where you have predators that are protected and protectors are punished. If men don't start standing up again in their homes, in their communities, and against the people running this system, then the predators will keep walking free. And hell, our own government will protect them all the way to the top. And the next target could be you, could be your family, your kids. You can't outsource courage. You can't vote out evil. We've seen that now. We've seen it. It doesn't matter who's in charge. Evil will prevail. Evil will be in control. you have to confront it head on, right? I think that a lot of people are awakening to this and realizing that I think Trump had good intentions. Dan Bongino, Cash Patel, all these people probably had good intentions. But the system is so dark and so corrupt that no one's changing it. No one. So my plan is that a lot of people, because they don't really pay attention, I guess, to what I'm telling you, I'm going to make some videos directly stating what you need to do, because people are like, well, I need to do. I tell you all the time, almost in every video, some part and piece, but I'm going to put it all together in a video. I'm going to tell you exactly what to do, exactly what you have to do. It's not oh, I can do it. You have to do these things. I'm hoping sometime this week, maybe even tomorrow. Maybe it's going to be one video, maybe two. There's going to be a lot of information. I'm going to take exactly the steps we have to take right now. You don't have much time. You're in a lull. You're in a lull. Enjoy it while you can. Anyway, guys, the sad thing is individuals like this are out there. This guy looks like he's from the freaking Walking Dead, does he not? I mean, he looks like a zombie. But hopefully you never encounter nobody like that. Your kids don't. Make sure you sit down and talk with them. After you watch this video, go have a seat with your kids and go talk to them if they're still awake, depending on your time zone. If not, talk to them tomorrow morning. Explain to them. Don't trust people. Trust you. Have a plan. When you're in crowded places, they wear bright colors. These sort of things. Maybe carry a whistle. We sell some or you can go get one at Walmart or whatever. Some signaling device. And just take it serious, guys. Because as the man, you are the protector. And that doesn't mean you're the badass walking around with them, because being the protector is giving them the tools to stay safe as well. Okay. Hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Let me know your thoughts below. And as always, stay frosty, stay strapped, stay dangerous. Take care.